So here's a quick update on the car. The chassis is still in the body shop getting paint work done, and also the engine is there as well. So in the meantime, I'm going to work on the dash. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to be doing. The first is I want to do a full restoration here and really clean everything up and get rid of the rust here on this crash bar. And then also the wiring harness that comes through here is going to be replaced. I'm going to be rewiring the whole car. So some of the connectors here will be saved and moved over to the new harness. Things like probably the air conditioning and gauge connectors and a few other things. But overall, this is just a really crusty old harness with lots of foam deteriorating on it, so I thought this would be a good chance to come in here and do a full restoration on it. Here's the entire dash disassembled. There's the crash bar, all of the ducting, the dash harness, and a few other bits here and there. The dash itself is in pretty good shape, apart from being dirty. However, when I was pulling it apart, I noticed that there were a couple of the standoffs that were already broken. So I'll do my best to get some epoxy and fix that up. Okay, it's been a few weeks and I actually sent off this crash bar to get powder coated. So it's looking really nice. All the rust is gone. It's really clean. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it all put back together and see what I can do in terms of fixing any of the broken standoffs. There's one right here. It's kind of hard to see from that camera angle, but it's cracked here, and I think there's one more that's back over here. So what I'm gonna do is screw this back on so that it's all together, and then I'm gonna take some plastic repair and go back around and see if I can fix any of the last little bits of stuff before it can go back into the car. You can kind of see where the standoff is broken, and what I did is I took a long self-tapping screw, and I did that on 2 of these. This is the plastic repair kit. It comes in a 2-part system. This is a powder and this is a liquid, and basically you take some of the powder, and it looks like very fine powder here. So you take a little bit of the powder and then you mix in the liquid just until it's saturated. So you don't need a lot of the liquid here. I got all the ducting cleaned up pretty good, so that's the next step, is to get this all put back in. Okay, the dash restoration is complete, but everything looks great. I really love this crash bar. It looks nice and clean, no more rust. Everything feels nice and sturdy. All of the foam was in pretty good shape, so I didn't have to replace that, which is good. The glove box isn't too bad. It's a lot better than what it was, which wasn't working at all. So at least it closes now, but there is a little bit of a gap here that I'll have to adjust. Again, I won't worry about that until it's back in the car. And then the last little bit that I'm going to repair once the radio is in is there's a little crack here on this corner. It's not a big deal, but there's no point in fixing it now. There's going to be a radio cage that goes in here, and then once that's set up, then I'll go back and fix this corner.